that's where I was. Did some extensive research by playing if I should keep poison powder or the sleep powder. The combos and everything. I did 2 extra files, one with sleep powder and the other one with poison powder. And I think sleep powder is a little better. Poison is not really worse. It's pretty close. There's 35 PPs instead of 15, which doesn't really matter. It's like my mind can't decide which one to take. They're both appealing to me. This is gonna be replaced eventually at like level 50 or 55. But for right now, I know I want this, keeping this, and I do want this. Because it's a kind of like a physical attack. I guess I'll get poison, even though I don't really want to remove any. Because eventually my goal is like for each Pokemon to possibly at least have one early ability later on, at least one, because I just skipped the one that I really don't like. I guess that'll do it. I guess it'll do for the meantime. This bike is so expensive, it makes no sense. It's not like in silver, gold. Even with the steal ability, you can steal nuggets and stuff. It's still expensive, like. At least you can run. They thought of that. Because it's not in the original. It's not in the originals and the silver and gold. It started in this one. It's a remake. Maybe it's in the ones a little before that, but I don't know. I played Emerald a little, and Sapphire. It's pretty decent. As soon as it evolves to Butterfree, it starts getting the moves decent. I was doing Paris, he gets pretty strong, excuse me. there's always time for Pokemon, but I'm thinking about other games right now. This is part 3. My 1 and 2 wasn't recorded. What can you do? So I got a list of the possible trades in this whole game. There's like 5, so I got an extra Pikachu for that. Trying to remember if it's this one I want to trade or the level 3. I think it's this one, because I didn't level him. Right? It's a E. Oh yeah, that's a she. That's a he. Got my Geodude, which I won't level. I did at first, but I lost my file, so that was just a little before I recorded. I oversaved by accident. Can happen often, which is kind of annoying. Since you can't get Golem, it's pointless to level him, really. I had my Nidoking, which was pretty cool, but it doesn't matter. My Primeape was pretty strong, but it's getting there again. I didn't have Pidgeotto, I just had Pidgey. I didn't have her, I had this. I only had Charizard, I didn't have 3 initial Pokemon. So while restarting, I might as well get the 3 with the Game Shark code, which doesn't affect the game a lot. It's just, I'm just admitting that I did the cheat to get the extra 2 initial Pokemon. Guess I'm gonna take him again and take PG Auto, I guess. No Pikachu. No Zubat. And no Nidoran, which is... it's always a fun to level. It's one of my favorite ones. So basically, I could just go defeat Misty right now. Proceed. There's like an Abra, a Meowth, a Mr. Mime, you get the fishing rod also soon. You can get a Magikarp. Not sure about Gyarados, but I want to get the Poliwag. And there's the Oddish that I can get also. There's a few more. I think I wrote them down. rarely get doubles. There's room for it, which is decent, but if I did, it would probably only be a few that it would customize the file. I would want some that I really like, times 2. I would level them differently. It's a very unique game. It's subjective, like which you would want as doubles, really, because they're all interesting. Seriously, I was thinking about like Clefairy and Pikachu, of course, but Clefairy and Jigglypuff. Those, when you see them, it's like from playing from version to versions. Like sometimes you can't encounter one in the wild, so like it plays with your mind. Something like, for example, in this game I saw there was like Jigglypuffs in the Mount Moon cave, so I was instantly thinking I'm getting it. Of course you're getting one, but getting more than one. And then you see trainers or just people that have like some to trade. That's why I went and see like all of them in advance, like a big spoiler, so that way I would make sure that I get like, I would use one extra Pokeball to make sure I get it double so I can trade it if I do want, because you can get them later also, but it's, even if they have nicknames, it doesn't matter. I don't give nicknames in, but like if they have nicknames, it's still cool because you add them in. You can't just use one single Pokeball to have like an extra Pokemon. It's a no-brainer. It just makes sense. I really like Geodude, but I don't really want to have him stuck at Graveler. It's like, it's great to have Geodude and level it, it becomes strong with his rock attacks, but if you can't get him to Golem, what's the point? You gotta trade physically and retrade it. It will evolve instantly. And the ones that evolve with stones, if you got the stones, like you put them together, make sure that you have a stone attached to them, like metaphorically speaking. And it's like tricky if you want to use the stone as soon as possible with Pikachu, for example, for Raichu, or level him a little bit, get some moves, then, because as far as the stats, it's way better to they're like classes in Final Fantasy as far as level ups and stats. But as far as stats, it's better to level them as soon as possible. But as far as abilities, it's a little subjective, like which ones you want and stuff. Like I do want like every. There's so many attacks. I guess I need to sacrifice a few Thunder attacks with Pikachu. And I want a Raichu, I don't want a Pikachu. My Raichu is basically a Pikachu. It's like they're different Pokemons, it's like an exception. Every other Pokemons, it's not like that, it's like they're still the same. Pikachu and Raichu are like different. I have a Pokemon poster on my wall. I changed it from a TMNT poster. I also bought the Sonic the Hedgehog. I'll probably change it once more and put something else. The Bellsprout is pretty hard to, it's pretty rare. Same as the Onyx, like it's so rare. You never have a chance to get an Onyx. It's just not a thing. It's a rock dragon. Kind of like Gyarados is a water dragon. But he doesn't want to. Grass against grass. I often click on them once more to see like if they. It's cool in gold and silver to give you their cell phone. I like that. There's also the berry pouch and the extra thing that you can ground some berries, which you can't do on a emulator. I just stopped at the pouch. I got the pouch. So you can store the berries in it, but didn't get to. The thing. War turtle. Take a while for Paris to be Parasite, like a while. He's only evolving at like level 27, I think. Where is it here? Yeah, in like 11 levels. It's still, if you, by doing that trick, like giving him like combat time the more you can, but also having him in the first position so that you switch, he absorbs XP that way, so that's why I went for the trainers instantly, because I didn't go there yet. You make sure he's healed, and then you go fight the trainers with him in front, and and switch. And he gets portions of XP every time. And then as soon as he can, like, carry his own weight, you can fight with him, like, much longer and, like, kill and gain more XP. And he becomes, like, a fully functional, normal Pokemon in your list. You do that with every Pokemon. I like the Sandshrew episode in the anime. It's a good one. You see that every trainer is like care about their Pokemon. Even Team Rocket. But Ash though, Ash is on another level. It's like, and Brock and Misty, but mostly Ash and Brock. Because they're like very passionate as far as males. Do I have my Charizard yet? I don't think I have my Charizard. It's still a Charmander. Charmeleon. If you get them leveled too soon, like, it's too easy after, but you just blaze through like a certain segment and then it starts being hard again, but one of your Pokemon will own them all, which is, I wouldn't say boring, but at the same time, at my age, it kind of feels like I don't know how to say it. You rigged it that you wouldn't have a hard time playing the game. Good fight, Pirates. Ivysaur, go! You can also use the rare candy trick. It's not a glitch. It's not considered a glitch. It's just a little trick that you can accumulate your rare candies, never use any, and then when you have a lot, you can give them all to one Pokemon without saving after though, to see their next abilities and see what level they will evolve, and then reload to have your candies again and your Pokemon drops again at your actual level. That's what I do. I don't use my rare candies. I like seeing. It's kind of like in Magic the Gathering, like scrying. You look at your next card in your library and you put it under your library or back on top. Sand attack. Pidgeotto's hair, like they're combed like my hair right now. I just got out of the bath. I like Pidgeotto. Pidgeot. They're pretty cool. Decent bird. They're really strong also. Like, they're reliable. I always like Mankey Primate. One of my favorites though is Cubone and Marowak. They're not in my top 3, but they're close. And Scyther would be another one. I always like Scyther. I don't know why it makes me think of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Another something else that I was really into as a kid that couldn't get over it. And the Super Robot Jason. They were in many things, but the tactics games are very cool. I didn't grow up with them. I grew up with Godzilla NES. It's my first NES games of all time, like ever. Before Mario. Tactical Godzilla NES game was my first game. I was 2 years old. It was like we wanted it to be more fun than it was, but it's not bad. It's just kind of... It's a pretty cool game. It's like a mix with the side-scroller with a tactical RPG. Strategy, and then there's like boss battles, which are kind of similar to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers boss fights on the SNES and Sega Genesis and NES. Shane. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate that, bro. Much obliged. Very good help. Go, War Turtle. Bubble. I like his little wings that he has. He would just teleport out. That's not a thing. Very tedious. You have to like grind itsy bitsy his health, then throw a Pokeball, throw a Great Ball, throw a basketball to numb him, to knock him, and then like use a normal Pokeball, and then it just fails. Gotta run to the market to buy more. Silly Abra. I forgot about the Drowsy also. There's the Drowsy. Close. And I ain't gonna check the list, but there's like a ton. Once you got one of each, it just makes sense. And you buy a few more Pokeball for the next ones. It gives you like a good amount of units to use. I forgot about this. I was talking about how many characters there are in Chrono Cross and Suikoden and Shining Force and stuff like that. Pokemon's like they count like their characters. It is different than in Jade Cocoon 1. You can use your monsters to attack, which is the point, but you can also attack with your character, which isn't like that in this. I like Jade Cocoon. Too bad my copy was brand new, but the CD damaged. It still works as a gem though, it's just in a PlayStation, not in a laptop that has a kind of damaged drive. It fell on the floor and it's really heavy. It fell like twice. The second time it fell, like it started not doing like a good sound. It annoyed me so much. Pidgeotto! Bakugan, brawl! Bakugan, stand! Bakugan really copied Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. And Digimon copied Pokemon also. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really old, that's the thing, like it's the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Not Dual Monsters, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero is really old. It's close to when Pokemon came out, so they're both the OG. And then I look and Bakugan is older. That would be funny. There's like a black and white Bakugan in Japan. It's actually good, for real. I like the intro in English. I checked the Japanese one also. It's decent. I prefer the look of the Japanese one, even though I like the English one too. But I prefer the intro song in the English one than the Japanese one. It's kind of rare. It's decent, really. Like I discovered that when I was a little younger, like 26 years old maybe, and I was kind of like mixing that with Metabot, kind of like in my head. It wouldn't happen with everything else, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Digimon, Pokemon, but like Metabot and Bakugan, not Beyblade. And then I watched the episode 1 of Metabot. Of course there's bot in the name, but like Beyblade also kind of looks like a little bit of what Bakugan feels like. You can see when they hold the balls, like they throw the balls, it's kind of like a mix of, and they have cards also, like Yu-Gi-Oh! But the way that they throw the balls is kind of like, you can see that it was inspired by Pokemon. The thing is that it's really good, honestly. It's fun in small doses, like I tried it, I watched it, and I kind of liked it. There's some work into it, really, with the dialogue and everything. It's fun to watch, but it's, of course I'm gonna say it. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh! But Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, it's just, it never ends. I love matchup. I can't find it. There's one soon somewhere. It's just fun to use. I really like Poliwag also. I just love Poliwag so much. Pokémon and Mega Man. What do you prefer, guys, between the Mega Man and the Pokemon? I have my Digimon cards also. Digimon, it's so awesome. For real. I don't know why I love it so much. The intro, like the intro songs is just so catchy, it's so like good. Monster Ranger also, like, more Digimon. It's very like cyber. I like it. As to Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more like Egyptian, kind of, more like utopian. It's a little bit more serious, and it's more like, it's kind of exaggerated serious too, but like, it's fun. It's like, it's a show meant for kids and teenagers, which is, it's meant to be like a little too serious and dramatic for a toy line show. Oh really? You did it first? You did Growl. Alright. I removed Growl for my Charmeleon. I kept it for a little while, but I felt like giving him scary eyes would make sense. There's 5 shots, but I'm gonna replace it with something else. I like Flamethrower and Ember. Gonna change Scratch also. It's not gonna stay there. Probably gonna keep Metal Claws for a little while, because the animation is just cool. It's kind of like Seismic Toss. It shines and is bright. I actually took one. I was stuck on that decision for like weeks. For real. Between poison and sleep powder. It's kind of like deciding between garlic powder and onion powder. Go, War Turtle! Onyx. Bind is really traditional to the show. It's a pretty good move. Like, it's kind of like Confused. The thing about sleep is that it doesn't last long and you gotta like spam it. So if there's just like 15 shots, it's not bad, but on the bright side, if you use sleep, you can sleep a Pokemon and then switch to another one. The opponent will remain asleep. I like Slowpoke also. And Snorlax, mostly Slowpoke though. Slowbro, it's really cool. Ooh. friend isn't here. I like Nidoran. Like, every form's like the initial Pokemon. Rapid Spin. It kind of looks like a little bunny, but like badass. A little dinosaur, like in Hudson's Adventure Island. Dinosaurs are still cool. Like, I remember what's his name in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I couldn't remember his name, but he has the Dino deck. Really cool. He's always talking about dinosaurs. Kind of like Chumley. He's always talking about grilled cheese. I recently got a Ancient Gear Golem fusion. Of course, I have nothing to use it with. Like, I have only that, maybe a few other machines, but or gear Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It was cool to get them. It's always like Crowley's deck. I would say, I think that, like, in all those decks, in the original two, like, Dual Monsters and GX, I think the coolest deck starts with, like, it would be between Kaiba and Yugi. Yugi being his grandfather's deck. And then it's Zane Tuesdale with the Cyber End Dragon. Then it would probably be Chaz Princeton with his Armed Dragon with his exist, like, you can like merge, like create a sort of mech, which was really cool. And then after that it would probably be I wouldn't consider some that were evil for a certain time, like, what's his name again? Atticus. When he was possessed by the well, he had a mask, and he had, like, he was using the, I don't know. I didn't see Atticus, like, duel all that much, a few times, but it instantly falls with Jaden after that. Jaden, and then it's pretty much it. Maybe Bakura. Bakura before Jaden, then Jaden. They all have, like, really cool decks, and the dinosaurs are pretty cool too. It's just, I don't know, I would probably use them more in Magic. Someone I know does have a Magic deck with dinosaurs. Supposedly really strong. I didn't play against it. What's his name again in Yu-Gi-Oh! Art V, the main character. He has a pretty cool pendulum deck. Alexis, that's what I was trying to think. Alexis deck is pretty cool also. Gotta name a few female that literally has. And May, the dual monster also. She has a pretty cool style. May and Alexis, like, they have cool styles. Kinda like Misty in Pokemon, she's pretty cool. It evolves at its own rhythm, kind of, like. You never own her in games, but in the show, you're like rooting for your heroes, and then they start like catching more Pokemon after a while. Brock gets his Vulpix. He's all proud of it. Like, very limited with animes. I'm not a Naruto fan or like One Piece, Attack on Titans, stuff like that. It's not for me. I would, if I was forced to watch it, I would do it in small doses, and I would start enjoying it with like snacks, but I usually go with what I really like. I didn't even watch Netflix Castlevania. Another two Pokemon that kind of look alike is Rhyhorn and Kangaskhan. They're not often mentioned, but they're really cool. For real. Another one being Lapras. Pretty cool. I like Rapidash. Obviously, most people would, I think. It's a cool Pokemon. Pokemon MMO is pretty awesome too. I watched someone play that. It's like really well made, actually. I liked it. Never tried it though. It's not something that I really want to get into. I was kind of feeling like the same way as I felt for Pokemon Go. I'm not playing it, so I'm like, I want to. Zubat kind of looks different than in Pokemon Go. I started playing that DS Arco version, but I just tested it. It's the first time I tried it was like really like buggy, so I felt like I couldn't, but the silver version worked well. They're basically almost the same games, but so I tried again and it worked. So I can play those. But I'll just play this instead. I was also playing Sapphire also. That was a while ago, like 2 years ago. I bought some sticker books also. I bought 4 of them. There's none left. The psychic doesn't exist, and the fighting one doesn't exist also. And there's so many stickers, and posters also. Like, they're kind of like Nintendo Powers, really, because there's a poster in the middle in each, and like a ton of stickers. I felt like buying an extra one just to use the stickers as I wanted. Put them on like, I don't know, like a desk or a water bottle or in plastic or something. So those stickers are pretty cool. I like to always be reminded of this particular franchise, even more than Yu-Gi-Oh! But Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing about it is that it's kind of more mature, a little bit more mature. The cards are so badass. I was checking some like a few hours ago before streaming, putting them in categories and dividing I was extracting the dragons, putting them in a place where there's only dragons. When playing with someone, it would be my deck. It's way better though, but we never play. We only play Magic. So I don't see him often like he has a kid now. Well, he had a new kid. It's the thing. He's pretty busy. But I started streaming, so no XP. Level up. It's cool to have your physical cards because when you're playing, let's say you have this and you have leaf green, holding them in your hands like does a little different. Like it does a difference. Putting them in your system. Something about colors, right? Because they're not exactly the same, but they're kind of like they're almost identical. So the thing is, you could use like Bulbasaur in this version and use Charmander in the leaf green version, or do the opposite. Or use Squirtle. not really good. He's already level 9 though. Like, usually when you get him in gold, it's like level 4. 9 is not too bad. It's just as I progress, like, he will be pretty low. Gotta level him a little. The thing about him is that you only use leech life every time, and you keep him in front. And as soon as something hits him too hard, you switch. I rarely use potions. Jon Snow, he didn't know anything. Yeah, I still had Growl. It wasn't my other file, I just remembered. I had Flamethrower with Amber, and I had Metal Claw with Wing Attack. It was good there. Same with my Primeape and my Nidoking. I don't remember its moves though. He's gonna get there. I'm not leveling him, but he's gonna get there. Thank you. So jealous. Zubat, come back. Bulbasaur gets that sweet scent. You can also like call Pokemon in battle from the map. It's not too good. I don't want to use it. You can just like walk left and right at normal to get like fights. If it said something like it will draw the strongest Pokemon or the rarest, I would keep it like in a blast, but it's just regular fights. It's not that good. And what it does in battle is kind of cheap also. Do I have water gun? I use bubbles like more often. It's less good. Not bad. Almost a level. no Abras. Annoying. Level 10 Zubat. I caught my Abra here. It was like relatively easy. Primate, go! A little excessive, but why not? That's what I wanted. Try to get Abra and go to that guy's place. This time. Different RNG. I don't even use it, so I just want one. I never use Abra. Two more tries. I'm gonna go to break. I like Abra, but of course he's more powerful as Kadabra and Alakazam, but I prefer Abra. He kind of looks like another Mew. Gotcha. Box 1. Let's slash for this. You only get it in the cruise from the cook. Hey there, what's up, little fella? Hey, buddy. I'm a true Pokemaniac. There. He looks like Bill. What's up, little fella? All right, let's go. you can go in here, and you can go down here also. Need slash first. Cut. I meant cut, not slash. Something like 6. Thank you. And then no potions because I don't use them. The eye potions are too expensive. For real. It's cool, but I'd rather obtain them kind of like in Final Fantasy. It's cool because you can buy them, but they're not too expensive, but I decide that I don't want to spend on them. I'm still thinking about poison powder and sleep powder. I don't know why I like them both equally. I can't have both. It would be pointless to get both, that's my point. They're pretty much both pointless too. That's a cool Pokemon too. It kind of looks like Ghastly. That's a good move. It's just not on. It would be good on Charmander. Okay, since there's no repercussion in saving here, I'm saving. I can still fail, but usually I wouldn't save, but since it's Pokemon, you can save anywhere. I save. Staryu. Very Japanese. Starmie. nice of you. Like, literally. She's like, I'll just take your Pokemon. And you're just like, no. Besides, Pikachu is never in his ball. He's always like strolling about. Little rascal. I don't have her with me though. I'm not gonna level Pikachu. The miserable Team Rocket. Great. See ya. It's time to, not this little ledge here. Always get like tricked by it. Like not just once, but like 6 times in a row, almost. Maybe not in a row, but like it's always there to get through this way for a second. It's gonna be like something you need to cut, like this. Nothing here. You can go around here. That's where you get the Meowth. This is the stairway. Neoran, trade with Neoran. No, because I got both. You can get both. Why trade? If she gave you like, it would be something to test if like her Nidoran would be holding an item. You get an extra one to trade with her. So you check if she is holding something. Wow, level 13, I guess. Not bad. It shows that never underestimate, like, never underestimate a lower level Pokemon on a Pokemon. Like, Oddish also is a good example of that with his leech attack. He's annoying. He's like a little troll. Look at him. I can't wait to have my camp. It'll be funny. Yes. Meowth. Stop. caught in Abra, I'm sure I can catch him without weakening his HP. It doesn't always... It's kind of like Steel. Like, it doesn't always work like in a few turns. You gotta like persist, but it's not always like tempting. Yo, what's up? That's pretty cool. Basically, you can only come here. Don't have cut yet. I missed some items also in Mount Moon and right in the exit. I kind of missed some on purpose and some I didn't miss on purpose. So with cut, I can go get them back like pretty soon. It's a different guard. Standing on the right instead. Yeah. I think those two also are trainers. Kigo. Wow. It's not effective at all. Fury Swipes. It's a decent move, but it's kind of like Horn Attack. It does multiple hits. Which is why it can be pretty decent, but starting to be hungry, so I'm gonna cut the stream here right after I got in now. I really want my Growlit soon. A cool ability, which isn't that good. It's not bad. Maybe it would be better later if I kept it till like level 60 or something, but because abilities are really tricky, like sometimes there's a few things to take in consideration. Misclicked there. He kind of did the opposite. It should be strong. Not that bad. Well, it's like 20. I guess because I did growl twice. using bubble. Like, he's exactly like I'm playing. He has water gun, but still uses bubble. Wow. He rose his defense, like, I'm gonna still, like, fight. Yeah. I nearly hated him, but a decent fight. He only had one. It's a good game to call your character Ash. I don't do that, but I could have. Quick attack is pretty lit. Because Hyper Fang is pretty cool too. Like quick attack, it gets stronger when your Pokemon levels up because it's already really fast. Oh, I wanted like at least 1 HP left. They tell you which Pokemon is coming next. Like, they shouldn't do that. They ask you if you want to trade. They give you the advantage. Because when you start a fight, you have the one you have, and you don't know which one's gonna come up. Even if they told you like you can't change yours. I didn't feel like doing an extra one. I just want to go to the Pokemon Center. It's really different than Venonat. That's good. Then obviously switch. In a gym battle, like, you would have a hard time. Because in a gym battle, once you start switching, it's either tactical or you add to. Either a paralyzed eel or primate left. That's why I changed like Pokemon. I didn't want to keep all my best ones. It's kind of cheap because I did grinding. Lucky. If he started hitting himself, like, I had to use a paralyzed eel, which I don't do often. There you go. Oh, you're good. Strange. Since I can save anywhere.